Simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, Purdy. That's to the first-round rookie from Florida, Ricky Pearsall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. So Kittle comes in motion. The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
2nd down and 3. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Slot receiver headed right. That one only good for a gain of 1. to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They've gotten to the 2 on this opening drive, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now, this looks like a design run, and he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
Want to finish this opening drive with 6, so the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown Aviators. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Brown now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. Going to fire. Deep ball for Rice. He gets free. And he will score. Rashee Rice. Touchdown Chiefs. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes.
And he will go all the way. George Kittle. Touchdown Aviators.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Moody's extra point is good. The Aviators will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Brown now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They put Kelce in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 14-7 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce.
Nice job there by Kelce moving the chains, and to think he's in his 12th season, Mike, and he's able to continue to produce at such a high level. You can make an argument he's one of the most popular guys in the entire league, and he's still one of the best players regardless of position.
Now a run on 1st down. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown,
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. First and 10. Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He runs with it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Quick throw, taken in, and that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Aviators.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Moody. The Aviators have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 2. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple of possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Again, working deep downfield. He is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Now Ritter on 1st down. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's in! Christian McCaffrey, touchdown Aviators. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's hard. And he'll be taken down at the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Aviators are going to have it just past their 25.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
To throw on first down is Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Brown now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They send a receiver in motion left. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelce. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll hit Kelce quickly on the RPO.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw again. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelce. And he's into the end zone. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Receiver in motion, going right. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw to the left side in the hands of Rice. And he will score. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
The kick is good. Next to score, Chiefs 35, Aviators 28. Harrison Butker, kickoff 14.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Throwing on first down is Purdy.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. So he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Here's the third-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. A first down throw for Purdy. He keeps it himself.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second down is Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And third down coming up. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the air again is Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They'll throw again with Purdy. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is caught at the 3. And he will score. Game on. George Kittle. Touchdown Aviators. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
He's now over the century mark, Mike. And I get that this holiday was just started as something fun. It wasn't meant to impact how teams prepare for games necessarily. But I have to wonder, Mike, with it being National Tight Ends Day, did they have a little extra look or two his way to help him reach this total?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Inside the 35. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Harrison Butker at the kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, Purdy. Now he'll run it. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Purdy on 1st down. Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Taking off.
Well done here by the quarterback, realizing quickly in his progression that there's going to be nowhere to deliver the ball, but there was some space to pick some yards up with his feet. He's able to get out of bounds, picking up some positive yardage to make it a shorter 3rd down attempt.
From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. And he will score. Game on. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown Aviators. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Brown now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A handoff to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll send a tight end in motion. Once again, it's Pacheco. That's powerful running. Lowers the shoulder and picks up 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now give on the ground. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now Mahomes. going to have the Chiefs first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
A gain of 14. And the first down, Chiefs.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.